was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
This was a situation that he put me in to, make me lose.
About what Floyd trying to do. Gervonta Davis talking about Floyd trying to make him leave his own.
Chaos erupted at a major airport as Gervonta Davis reportedly confronted Floyd Mayweather in a tense and unexpected face-off. Surrounded by his wife and a group of bodyguards, Mayweather appeared visibly stunned as Davis approached. The confrontation drew immediate attention from nearby travelers, who were left stunned as the two exchanged heated energy without a single warning.
I know. All that bullshit.
Yeah.
Whispers in the boxing world are growing louder as rumors swirl that Floyd Mayweather has been involved in training Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis's next opponent. For Davis, this isn't just business, it strikes a deeply emotional chord. The thought that the very man who once mentored and guided him might now be helping his rival feels like a direct betrayal.
You know what y'all doing? I go there for a reason.
Floyd Mayweather's actions throughout the years have increasingly made people question whether his support for Davis was ever truly genuine. While he's gone on record praising Davis's talent and expressing public support, his behind-the-scenes behavior often painted a conflicting picture. One of the most telling incidents was when Mayweather allegedly gave detailed insights about Davis's fighting techniques to Frank Martin, another dangerous opponent. Given Floyd's intimate knowledge of Davis's strengths and habits, this move felt less like advice and more like sabotage.
Young fighters, he loves to embrace guys, so what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. Go do it when, because 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental edge, because you out there working every night at 2 in the morning running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. It could be little things that'll take you to the next level. That Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heed to it, and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something, and it could be the same thing. You might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of feel about yourself.
The emotional toll this has taken on Davis cannot be overstated. He didn't just see Mayweather as a business figure but as a personal mentor who helped build his name and legacy. The realization that Mayweather might now be working to undermine him shook Davis on a deeper level. It wasn't just a professional disappointment, it was a personal heartbreak. When someone you trusted to help you rise suddenly appears to be pulling you down, it changes everything. Davis has had to come to terms with this painful shift while still preparing for the biggest fight of his life.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situation.
Fueling the fire further, Mayweather recently teased an upcoming documentary that he claims will expose behind-the-scenes truths, including sensitive moments involving Davis. He hinted at revealing footage and insider information never before made public. For many, this move felt like a final, calculated attack, a way to publicly end their relationship with controversy instead of closure. For Davis, it confirmed what he already suspected, that the bond they once shared is officially broken, and that Mayweather now views their relationship as something to exploit rather than repair.
My documentary that's coming out, you guys gonna see 26 years of behind the scenes footage that you guys have never seen.
Calvin Ford, the man who's been by Davis's side since the very beginning, didn't hide his anger when asked about Mayweather's involvement with Frank Martin. Expressing deep frustration, Ford said such actions speak volumes about a person's real character. From someone who's helped Davis rise from nothing to global stardom, Ford's words reflected the widespread sense of betrayal within the entire team.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I said, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's gonna rebuild itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said this is the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is it. I mean, I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
In a move that surprised many, Davis decided to break his silence on the financial realities he faced while under Mayweather's promotional banner. Speaking out about the money he earned or didn't earn was a bold declaration of independence. He revealed that despite his growing fame and success, he was in a financially unfair situation for much of his early career. By shedding light on this issue, Davis made it clear he's no longer willing to let others control the narrative.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
It was a situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up mine. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they said that.
Davis hasn't shied away from addressing the drastic changes in his relationship with Floyd. He's spoken openly about how Mayweather's private actions don't always align with his polished public image. Davis now believes that his drive to outshine Floyd's legacy may have sparked silent resentment from the man who once mentored him. The idea that his former idol could be threatened by his success is deeply painful, but Davis no longer avoids that possibility.
People don't know that what Floyd do. A lot of people don't know what Floyd. Everything that Floyd said right there, the chrome heart bed, the Maybach, the Lloyd shit, that was all in my post.
You posted that. You posted that. Oh wow.
Chrome bag.
Right.
Lloyd shit. Maybach.
Oh.
He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd. Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
There has been growing criticism about how Davis's opponents were chosen during the height of Mayweather's influence. Many believe that strategic matchmaking protected Davis from riskier fights, which may have kept his record intact but limited his growth. While no one denies Davis's natural ability, some argue that avoiding elite-level competition slowed his path to true greatness.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is one of the most overrated fighters in the sport of boxing right now, and not because of his skills, but because of his resume, and resume does matter. In my opinion, he's a victim of what I call Terrence Crawford syndrome, where you have a really bad promoter who only wants you to fight in promotion fighters who you know that they can 100% beat. If Tank Davis wants to be great, he's going to have to fight one of the other champions in the two divisions that he fights in, 135 pounds and 140 pounds. I'm going to list off all the champions in those divisions and tell you if I think he can beat them or not. So first we got the only other full champion in 135 pounds, Shakur Stevenson. If they fought, I think Tank has a good chance of maybe knocking him out in the later rounds. But if I had to bet my house on it, I would say Shakur Stevenson would beat him in a close decision, and it would end up probably being a boring fight. But I think Shakur has the skills to beat Tank Davis over a long 12-round fight. Now we have Subriel Matias, who's a scary Terminator-like fighter who gives up the early rounds to come on later and drown you in those later rounds. But he's very stiff and he doesn't have very good footwork at all. I think Tank Davis will probably, box his face off for most of the 12 rounds. There might be some trouble in the late rounds. But if Tank can stay out of trouble, I think this is one of the few champions that he would beat, but I don't think he would fight him. Now we have Pitbull Cruz, who Tank already beat by a close decision, and Tank beat him with a broken hand.
Mayweather has long built his brand around being a mentor to rising stars, and his early partnership with Davis was a prime example. He provided promotional power, media exposure, and strategic career guidance that helped Davis become a household name. For a long time, their relationship appeared solid, with Mayweather proudly taking credit for Davis's rise. But now, things have changed.
You will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. Like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta "Tank" Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that are.
Even during the highs of their partnership, Davis occasionally felt overshadowed. Mayweather's larger-than-life presence often took the spotlight, leaving Davis to feel like a secondary character in his own journey. Davis began yearning for more autonomy, wanting to make his own decisions, select his own fights, and direct his career path. Leonard Ellerbe later confirmed that Davis wasn't contractually locked in, making it clear that his independence was always possible.
Some confusion. Is Tank a Mayweather Promotions fighter still? Is he not? What is his his involvement with Mayweather Promotions, or is it just all still PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, Tank is not signed to Mayweather Promotions.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's not signed to Mayweather Promotions. His contract ran out, and that's fine. But as I always say, contracts don't define relationships.
Over the past few months, the cracks in their relationship have become more visible. Although Davis has avoided directly attacking Floyd, the undertones in his interviews and the shift in his demeanor reveal a growing distance. What was once a strong bond has deteriorated into a fragile and fractured connection. Both men are clearly moving in different directions, and while there hasn't been a complete fallout, the strain is impossible to ignore.
He didn't know how good I was and how I would have handled the situation, so he just threw me out there.
Why do you think
He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
last question, guys. Is
there like a love-hate for Floyd? Like,
yeah,
the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad.
Oh, you're good, man.
And he, cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Despite everything, Davis has never disrespected Floyd's achievements. He continues to acknowledge Mayweather's legendary status in the sport and often emphasizes that he has no interest in challenging his mentor inside the ring. That humility reveals the foundation of respect their relationship was built on. But admiration doesn't require submission.
How would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd, like in
don't
his prime,
fight him.
If you guys were both in the, yeah.
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills, I feel like my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing glove.
You're crazy.
Recently, Davis has begun speaking more candidly about what happened behind closed doors during his time with Mayweather Promotions. He described moments that felt manipulated, times where he felt used as a promotional pawn. While he doesn't dismiss the opportunities Floyd created for him, Davis is now focused on building something that's truly his.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
Mayweather often reminds the public of his role in shaping Davis's career. While many of his claims are accurate, they have also caused friction. Davis wants to be seen not just as a product of Floyd's guidance, but as a fighter who earned his place through grit, skill, and determination. The constant public commentary from Floyd has sometimes made Davis feel invisible in his own story.
Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Now, with the drama fading into the background, Davis is fully locked in on the fight that lies ahead. His upcoming clash with Lamont Roach at the Barclays Center represents more than just a title defense. It's a battle for pride, for legacy, and for the right to stand tall without anyone's help. The critics may still doubt him, just like they doubted many greats before him. But
Davis is prospering, and he's got a big fight coming up 3 weeks from now in the Barclays Center in New York, in Brooklyn, New York, against Lamont Roach, the 130-pound WBA champion, fighting for the 135-pound WBA championship. Now, Gervonta Davis put out a tweet and said, "This is greatness. Don't let anybody fool you or convince you otherwise." And I agree 100%. And I know that there are people that are going to come to this comment section and say, who did he fight? What did he do? Who did he fight? What did he do? If you pay attention to boxing long enough and you watch boxing long enough, you better believe you're going to hear that same question being said about every fighter in Gervonta Davis.
That wraps up today's story. Stay locked in as this dramatic chapter in boxing continues to unfold.